Guys, welcome back to this channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. On today's update on Guddan is about Antra coming back to the mansion, and everyone is shocked to the return of Antra, and Guddan is very sad and unhappy. What will AJ do? Don't forget to watch the video to the very end to find out about everything. Guys, we start the episode with when Guddan was asking AJ why he was smiling. AJ says, "Enough. You didn't wear the saree I gave to you." She says, "What else did I?" She looks at her saree. Guddan says, "What is this?" He says, "This is a saree." He says, "I confess, now your turn." Lakshmi says, "Sasoma, all people are living. People say Guddan can never be a good DIL or MIL." AJ comes and says, "Do you know who you are talking about? Come, Guddan." Guddan and AJ come holding hands. Dogger his days. AJ says Guddan is capable of everything and we are lucky to have her, just as I am to have her as my wife. We had a misunderstanding and due to which you all had to wait. AJ says, "Guddan, will you marry me?" He extends his hand. Guddan is about to fall. A flower string saves her. Guddan walks. Flowers sprinkle on her. Guddan says, "Before you change your mind, make me wear the ring. I can't wait anymore." Shaliya gives Guddan ring. Auntie from Lakshmi and Daddy says this is such a bad sign. Guddan says this is nothing. Everything will be fine. AJ is about to make Guddan wear the ring. The ring falls. Someone step in. Everyone wonder who is it. Lights sparkle. The woman picks the ring. AJ is dazed. Daddy is shocked. AJ says Antra. AJ says Antra. Antra walks in. Everyone is in shock. Antra says Akshat. Antra walks toward her. Lakshmi says, "Is this a ghost?" Antra says, "I came back after years. I would look like a ghost. Our relationship won. God didn't keep me away from you. Your love didn't let me die. It brought me here to you. Can't believe your Antra is here. Touch me. You will believe." AJ touches her face. AJ says, "You are alive." She says, "Yes, but I was incomplete and I'm complete now." Angat says, "I'm sorry about my mistake." Antra says, "I have forgiven you. I have left God behind." Antra says, "I was critically ill. I know AJ won't let me go. You did that, AJ. You did everything. When the ambulance was taking me to the hospital and it fell in a ditch." AJ says, "Don't remind me of that night. I couldn't save you even though I was with you. You left me and I couldn't do it. I hated myself for not trying enough. Why you left and I was alive, but you are here today." Antra says, "Your love woke me up from a long sleep." AJ looks at Guddan. He says, "You mean?" Antra doctor comes in. He says, "I was treating her for all this time. Our ambulance fell in a village. My team and I were there on a camp when she was brought there. She was alive but in a coma. We couldn't contact anyone. She fought for her life like a power wasn't letting her go. Last week she opened her eyes. We asked her. She can't leave the hospital. When she came here, I realized it was your love that kept her alive. When I see you too, I realize miracle do happen." Antra looks at the ring. Antra say, "All this decoration, whose engagement is it?" Daddy say, "When Antra is here, we have to find some solution. Thank you for coming." Guddan says, "You are right. It is someone's engagement. It's my daughter's engagement." Antra faint. AJ picks her. AJ says, "What happened?" Antra. Doctor says she's very weak. AJ takes her to the room. Guddan picks the ring. Sarah places all her jewelry in the idol. Dogger says, "Bribing God." She says God sent Antra back. Dogger says, "I give up, but look who God sent to stop their love story." Sarah says, "Let's see what happens to her now." Dogger says Guddan thought she was his present and then his past came to present. Guddan says to Daddy, "Please say something. What will happen to Guddan now?" He replies, says the circumstances. He says, "Didn't you know about circumstances when Guddan risks her life to save this family?" Shaliya says AJ will be on our side. Bushan says he has to. "If you can't question him, I will. He can't ruin Guddan present and future." Guddan says it is between us. I will question him. Dogger says to Saru, "Guddan has no place in this home now." Guddan recalls what Antra said. She collides with a lamp. Doctor is checking Antra. Guddan comes there. She holds AJ's hand and takes him out of the room. Guddan says, "I made a mistake. I don't want to do this engagement. I don't want any relation with you." Guddan says to AJ, "Take this ring. I made a mistake by agreeing to it." He says Guddan. Guddan says, "I am dead. Antra is back. She and her picture has always been here. And now, when she's back, I'm not needed. I will remove my photo." He says Antra. She says, "You keep saying Antra. You don't worry." says, "You don't care about me. I'm just a third woman. She's back. What am I here for now? Now she's your past and present. I can't live as a third person. I can't share my husband. I know you also want me to live." AJ holds her hand. Guddan says, "In heart, I am sorry. I have to do this for you." Guddan says, "Leave my hand." He says, you don't do good acting. You can't ever do a negative role. People would rather laugh." Guddan hugs him and cries. He says, "Why do you lie?" Guddan says, "What else will I do? I know you are in trouble. How can I ask you to choose?" He says, "You thought I will let you go away from me." He says, "I wasn't expecting her. You are my present and future. Antra coming back would change that." Guddan says, "What was that downstairs?" He says, "Care. Because of all the time I have spent with her." Guddan says, "Why did you say all that?" It's although difficult to say all that. My heart is really worried. "I want to live all my life with you." AJ says, "I will tell Antra everything." Guddan says, "Will she understand?" AJ says, "I will make her understand. I promise." He hugs her. Wishal says, "Where are AJ and Guddan?" AJ comes here holding Guddan's hand. AJ says, "I know you are worried for Guddan. Don't worry, we have spoken. I will tell Antra everything, that Guddan is my wife. Doctor says you can't tell her. Her brain is really weak. This can be dangerous for her." AJ says, "But Guddan is my wife. The doctor says you should wait for right time. Keep things the way she left. It's not easy to tell how would she react. Tell her everything slowly." Sarah says to Guddan, "Dolga, our time is going good." AJ says, "I have to tell Antra truth. Doctor says she is conscious. Be careful." Antra says, "What truth? Why are you distant? Come sit with me." Antra says, "What truth?" Guddan says, "The engagement truth." Says Angat and Rivati were getting engaged. "This is Rivati." Antra says, "Hello." Antra says, "Who are you? What's your relation with this house? Are you also engaged?" AJ, "Why is she silent? You are so pretty. Whoever you marry will be really lucky." Guddan says, "I have no fiancé. I am here as Rivati's sister, who will be Hanga's wife. This is only my relationship with this house." Antra stand up. Antra says, "You are our guest. You are also welcome to be here. Congrats, Rivati. You will be SIL." She hugs Rivati. Guddan is leaving. Antra holds her hand. She holds her Magasutra. She says, "You said you don't have a fiancé. Then this." Guddan says, "I meant..." Doga says she meant husband. Her husband is abroad for some work. Antra says, "I knew, how can a pretty girl be single? Now look at me. AJ was after me before marriage and we are together." Guddan says, "You are lucky." Guddan replies and says he has a reason. Antra says, "No, AJ and I will talk. He always takes time out for his family, even though he is busy." Guddan says he is very nice. Don't say anything to him. If he didn't have a reason, he would be standing with me like AJ is standing with you. Daddy says, "Let Antra rest." Antra says to AJ, "Where are you going? Stay with me." Guddan walks out. Antra rests her head in AJ's lap. Antra says, "When I used to be sick, you would always caress my head. No one can love me as you did." Guddan recalls AJ with Antra. She swipes her tears. AJ comes and holds her hand. He says, "You are eating all the ice cream that was for guests." Guddan says, "All the guests left, only one is here. I am very hungry." AJ says, "Because our engagement called off, or Antra held my hand, or you couldn't say truth." Guddan says, "I don't care." AJ holds her and says, "Your eyes tell how much you care." Thank you for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share and subscribe to this channel. See you on my next video. Bye bye.